Welcome to Megatrends. In the next few minutes, we'll be discussing the 9 major influences that are changing the world. At the other end of the spectrum is inflation. It's rising, and food inflation even more so. Sudden hikes in the cost of staple foods, on average by 60% just this year, has led to tortilla wars in Mexico, pasta strikes in Italy, and tomato boycotts in Argentina. And those hardest hit? The poor, bottom of the pyramid consumers. These are the 4 billion people living on less than $2 a day. Rising affluence means less extreme poverty in East Asia and Pacific, but in sub-Saharan Africa, poverty figures stay stubbornly high. I'm joined in the studio by financial expert Jasmine Birtles. Jasmine, do you think we're going to continue to see food prices rising above the rate of inflation?
Long term, yes. I think short term, as we face a global recession, that prices will come down a certain amount. But of course, the global population is growing, so simple supply and demand means that prices will go up in the long term.
Now, how important do you think the bottom of the pyramid market is?
Oh, I think it's very important, if only simply because of volume.
In terms of, you know, these people are going to be the consumers of tomorrow, I suppose. That's what history's shown.
Well, absolutely. And it's rather like getting into the youth market so that you have them as they get older and have more money.
Do you think Nescafe can tap into the bottom pyramid market with products, say, that help nutrition and health?
Oh, yes, I think so. And I think this is the way, really, to get ahead of the competition. If you can produce foodstuffs that are value, but also have added value, then, yes, that will be grabbed, I think, by large numbers and certainly by governments.
Thank you. Nutrition and health is becoming increasingly important to a society that's getting older, becoming more overweight, and seeing a growing gap between the life expectancy of the rich and the poor. Jane Freeman is a health expert and a dietitian. Jane, you used to work in nutritional research at Kellogg's, so how important do you find the link is now between food and beverages and health?
It's extremely important, and I guess as a world we face, health epidemics, obesity, ageing populations, and still malnutrition.
Do you think this is an opportunity as well as a duty maybe to come up with things that are specifically geared towards issues like an ageing population?
This is a group of consumers that are demanding. They're more affluent than their parents, and they are looking for health solutions, not only to prevent chronic illness, heart disease, cancer, but everyday wellness, performance, cognitive functionality.
What about the issue of obesity? I mean, we've got a huge and growing problem with obesity, and although it's very reported in America, it's actually rising everywhere.
There is the opportunity to look at novel approaches to help manage obesity. Potentially, who knows, appetite suppressants in coffee could be an opportunity. But in going into that territory, what's extremely important is that companies engage with nutrition science.
So when we're looking at products with medicinal qualities, I mean, is it actually legitimate, do you think? Is it legitimate for companies to think this way?
Yes, if they get it right. Examples such as the plant sterols that have been put into brands like Benecol and whatnot have been demonstrated through rigorous nutrition science to lower cholesterol.
So the point is, as long as there's the science
absolutely.
To back it
What's
up.
so important is that the company need to engage in nutrition science, invest in the research, ensure that rigorous testing is undertaken before such products are brought to market.
Jane, thank you.